morning, Mama's Pies, and welcome back to Teachable Tuesday. It is a pleasure being here with you once again. Grace and Mercy did it again, woke me up and started me on my way. And if you're looking at me, He did the same for you. Let's tell that God up above, thank you for another precious day of life. Comment, like, and share. Everybody needs to hear an inspiring story for an encouraging message. Hit the notification bell so every time I upload content, you'll be notified. And then subscribe and become part of this beautiful pie family. So good morning, Mama's Pies. Good morning. It's going to be a beautiful day. So get out and enjoy it. And we are going to come from our 101 favorite stories from the Bible. And this is Easter month, so we are going to finish up with our stories on Jesus' crucifixion to his resurrection. So this week we're going to talk about the empty tomb, doubting Thomas. Mary, Shalom, and Mary Magdalene ran to find Peter and John. They exclaimed, "When we came to the tomb, an angel was there. He said that Jesus is risen." Could it really be true? Immediately Peter and John ran towards the tomb, but John arrived first. He stooped down and looked inside. Peter came running up behind him and promptly entered the tomb. They noticed that the grave clothes lay neatly in place. Surely the clothes would also be gone if the body had simply been stolen. They left the tomb believing that Jesus has risen. Mary Magdalene walked back to the tomb. Through her tears, she noticed two angels sitting inside the tomb. "Why do you weep?" asked the angels. Mary sobbed, "I don't know where my Lord is." Turning around, Mary saw Jesus standing nearby, but she thought he was the gardener. "Why are you weeping?" Jesus asked. Mary replied, "Sir, tell me where you have laid him." Then Jesus said, "Mary." At once she knew him. "Master," she cried joyfully. That evening the disciples met behind locked doors because they were afraid of the Jews. Suddenly Jesus appeared before them. He said, "Peace be to you." How glad they were to see their Lord. But one disciple, Thomas, was missing that evening. Later, when the others saw him, they exclaimed, "We have seen the Lord. He is risen from the dead." "I wonder," said Thomas doubtfully, "unless I see the nail print in his hands and feel the wounds in his side, I will not believe." A week later, the disciples met again. This time, Thomas was with them. All at once they looked up, and there stood Jesus. As before, Jesus says, "Peace be with you." He looked straight at Thomas and said, "Put your finger here and look at my hand. Put your hand in my side. Do not doubt, but believe." In stunned surprise, Thomas could only confess, "My Lord and my God." "You believe because you have seen me," said Jesus kindly. "Blessed are those who believe though they have not seen me." And that is, stories are coming from John chapter 20, 1 through 31, and Mark 16 and 1. And our Bible reading said, "Let us hold fast the professions of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise." Hebrews 10 and 23. And the first question asks, what two men ran to the tomb? And that would be Peter and John. Second question asks, what did Mary see in the garden? First she thought it was the gardener. But after he said Mary, she knew it was only Jesus. It was Jesus. And the third question asks, which disciples did not believe? And correct again, that would be Thomas. They called him Doubting Thomas. So, Mama's Pies, that is our story of the empty tomb, Doubting Thomas. And that is a picture of the story. So, Mama's Pies, it's always my pleasure. Continue to pray for your family, pray for yourself, and pray for others. Hug yourself and tell yourself that you love you. Then you hug someone else and tell them that you love them. Remember to always meet people where they are. We're all not in the same place or in the same space. And you know what it is. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and remember, God loves you and I love you too. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Always live, love, laugh, and don't forget to pray. And remember, God has the plan, man has the problem, but the Bible has the solution. Don't be a doubting Thomas on today. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, and blessed day. I see you later, Mama's Pies. Bye-bye. And thank you for joining me for Teachable Tuesday. Bye-bye.